Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is all about making this beautiful organza top. You can also make this top with any fabric of your choice like Ankara, crepe, chiffon and rock as well, please. If you like what you're seeing and would like to make one for yourself, come along and let's get started. So make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. I have 2 yards of organza here. You can get yours as low as 300 naira per yard. That is if you stay in Nigeria. And these are the measurements you need. The top length is 22 inches plus 1 inch sewing allowance, which also serves as elastic allowance. Then the neck width is 10 inches. You don't need your neck depth for this style. My hip is 42, so I divided it by 4. I got 10.5, and I'm going to add 2 inches to it. That is 1 inch sewing allowance and 1 inch ease allowance, which makes it 12.5. Then I'll just round it up to 13 inches. Then my sleeve length is 28 inches. First thing is to get the starting point as usual. The pattern paper is on fold, which also means your fabric should be on fold. We'll be cutting the back and front pattern together. On the starting line, I measured my neck width, which is 10 inches, and I measured 28 inches for my sleeve length, starting from the center line. That is the center point. On that 28 inches, I'll come down by 2 inches for my shoulder slant, and I'll connect that 2 inches back to my 10 inches neck width with a straight ruler. I'm so sorry, the camera is not showing that part well. So guys, this is what you should have after connecting the shoulder slant to the 10 inches neck width. So I measured my round elbow and got 12 inches. From my shoulder slant, I will measure that 12 inches down. I should have divided it into 2, but because I'll still gather that part with elastic, I decided to use exact 12 inches. So I measured what I have from the starting line just to make it a straight line like so. Please note this, I want this organza top to be 2 inches off my shoulder. So my measurement will start from 2 inches on my tape measure. So placing that 2 inches on my starting line, I'll measure my top length, which is 23 inches with allowance included, and I'll make it into a straight line like so. Then I'll measure this 13 inches on that line as you can see, and I'll also mark it on this line like so and square the points together. So on this part of the pattern, I'm just going to get my armhole curve with my French curve. So our pattern is ready to be cut out. So guys, at this point, if you are yet to subscribe to the channel, kindly subscribe now. Like the video and turn on your notification bell to get notified when I drop new videos. Here is what your pattern should look like. So I folded my fabric into 4 and I'll add 1 inch allowance round the patterns and ½ inch on the hem of the top. I did this so I can have enough allowance for my elastic casing. So let's cut out. Remember, you are cutting the front and back pattern together. So remember the 10 inches neck width on the pattern. I'll transfer that 10 inches on the fabric too, and I'll notch. This notching is very important. So here I have the front and back pattern cut out. I'll just spread both together and arrange them on each other. After arranging, now make sure the notches are touching each other and I'll hold it down with a pin or a clip. Organza fabric are so delicate to work with, so you have to use your pin or clip to hold down. I'll go ahead to the sewing machine and hold 1 inch like so on the upper part. Stopping on that notch, I'll also do this for both sides of the shoulders. So here is the shoulder after sewing. Can you see that I stopped on the notch side, and I'll also do this to the other side. I stop on the notch side, so that will give me the neck in the middle. So I'll open up the same allowances and iron each on both sides. So guys, after ironing, this is what I have, as you can see. So guys, the next thing to do is to fold the allowance in like so and sew across. So guys, after folding and sewing, this is what it looks like. Make sure you iron each process. You can also decide to use hemming gum to conceal the rough edges instead of sewing like I did. I'll take my sleeve opening and fold it to sew to. I'll make sure whatever I fold, my elastic must be able to pass through it. So after folding both sides of the sleeve, here is what I have. My elastic can pass through this casing. So I'll go ahead and iron it. So the next thing to do is to join the sides together with 1/2 inch. So guys, this is what I have after sewing the sides together, and I also surveyed the side with machine and I ironed it out. So guys, what I did for my sleeve, I'm going to repeat the same thing on the hem of the top, making sure my 1/2 inch elastic band can pass through whatever I folded. So guys, at this point, if there is any part you have not ironed, make sure you iron everything before you start passing your elastic. So guys, this is the elastic I'll be using, and it's just 1/2 inch wide. So guys, to get the amount of elastic needed for each sleeve, I'll measure around my elbow. I have 12 inches, so I'll just subtract 1 inch from it, which gives me 11 inches. So I'll cut out 11 inches elastic band for each of the both sleeves like so. So guys, if you don't have this tool that I'm using to pass my elastic, you can use a safety pin. So I didn't sew the sleeve part completely so I can pass my elastic through. So let's pass the elastic through the channel together. So I'll go ahead and join it on the sewing machine like so. I'll also go ahead and do the same thing for the hem of the organza top. To get the amount of elastic you need for this side, just measure your hip and remove about 2 inches from it and use that to cut out your elastic and pass it through the channel like so. So guys, after stitching, this is what we have. Isn't this beautiful? So go ahead and make yours, rock it anyhow you like. Thanks for watching guys, and see you in my next video. Bye.